Hello, everybody. What's going on? Hope you're having a good evening so far. Oh, guys, it's back to Genshin Impact. We got a new update that just dropped. Maintenance period is over. So let's see what we got cooking here. So I know we got a new story quest. There's going to be a new hangout event featuring Lynette. I'm trying to remember. The new story quest is for the new character. What's her name? Yeah, Chiori. Yep. So the first banner has got Chiori and Ito are the choices. Yeah, there's the new Chronicled Wish. So I guess this is the first Chronicled Wish banner. So you get to choose any of these 6 characters here. Kind of as I expected. Not terribly interesting choices here. I mean, 3 of the 6 characters are standard banner characters. I guess maybe Eula. Eula might be the one to go for here. I don't know. I don't think a whole lot of people use Eula these days. Oh, hold on. Let me see what else we got on here. Yeah. See, we got story quest, and there's the Lynette Hangout event. All right. So first thing I always do is look through the details of the update here. New training guide function. Okay, yeah, I think I remember when they were talking about this. Probably not going to use that. I think that's kind of more for like new people. Dude, I haven't played the card game in like probably about a year now. Spiral Abyss. Travelers adjust performance settings. Ah, okay. Oh, nice. They increased the wish history to 1 year. Okay. Kazuha's teeth model? Okay. Interaction. Mental. Hey, what's up, Zane? How you doing? Okay, so alchemical ascension starts in 2 days. Cool. Oh yeah, this is like the business management thing. We had something like that a while back. It was like, sorry, what was it? I think it was like during the some deal that was going on in Leeway, I think, or was it Mondstadt? Phase Connect, huh? Chen, how you doing? Heard of Rooney? Or is it Rooney? No, I've never heard of them. All right. Oh. I hate when my controller does that shit.
Universe and founded
Uh-oh. My game's skipping frame. I don't know why, but it seems like right in this area it seems to skip frames a lot. Let me double check my settings, but... Oh. Yeah, I thought they fixed this shit. Yeah, because, like, I remember when update 4.4 came out, because usually, like, there was this trend where every time a new update came out, it would reset the game resolution to 1080p. But then, like, when update 4.4 came out, I checked it, and it was still in, it was still in this resolution. So I thought they had fixed that issue where it kept resetting the resolution every time a new update came out, but apparently they didn't. Okay.
I created another universe and founded
Oh yeah, let me do this real quick.
Add astro.
Okay.
Once
there was this Clean's kingdom established. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, Zane, you must be excited about the new hangout event with Lynette. I was kind of wondering if you showed up early enough on my stream. Did you want me to just go ahead and go straight to the Lynette hangout event? Or are you okay if I start with the Chiori story quest? Because, yeah, we got both options here, so we can do the Chiori story quest or the Lynette hangout event.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Yeah, I guess which one. Because, yeah, we still got 2 days till the event starts, but we can work on the hangout quest. Alright, we'll start with the hangout event. So, yeah. Dun, dun. Okay, so we gotta use 2 keys to unlock. Checks and cats. Alright. Da-na-na-na-na. Alright, hold on. Do this real quick. Wait, oh, okay, that's right, I forgot. Okay. Go to the area near Hotel Debord. Is that Lynette with a little kitty?
Meow.
That was very cute. Approach stealthily.
Oh, it's you. 1 second. Now activating chat mode. You made me jump there. I thought they'd finally caught me.
Is someone out to kidnap you?
Objectively speaking, the trouble was entirely of my own making. Half an hour ago, I was at Hotel de Boer for a drinks reception. It was to celebrate the successful opening of a show, but it was draining my energy. So, I waited for the right moment, then snuck away so I could switch to standby mode.
Lynette is an introvert. I see. So they sent someone to find you and bring you back? But why?
Probably because I'm playing the lead role in the show?
The lead role?
Is that so surprising? I'm always getting invitations to do solo performances. I just usually get Linny to write back and turn them down. But then came the Fontanalia Film Festival. We took all the kids from the House of the Hearth out to see a film, and after it finished, they all started clamoring for me to try out acting for some reason. Even Linny was chanting along with them. Anyway, it just so happened that a director called Mary had sent me an invitation right around then. I'll spare you the details, but basically, I ended up accepting it.
So this is the dramatic debut of the magician's puppet, huh?
Yep, you nailed it. I'm playing the role of a puppet. In fact, the show's called The Lost Puppet, and it's a masked mime show. So I don't have to do any facial expressions or say any lines. Literally just a series of physical movements. The director says it's a very avant-garde art form.
That does sound pretty avant-garde, but can people understand the plot?
Art is not comprehended by the mind, but felt in the heart. At least, that's what the director says. Anyway, if nothing else, the opening performance seemed to go down well. At the drinks reception, everyone was crowding around me, saying, "Triumphant character portrayal, faithful adaptation of the original work, unequivocally, quintessentially avant-garde," and stuff like that. But being the center of attention is draining. So the moment they left me to go harass the director instead, I was out of there.
For once, you weren't able to use Linny as a human shield.
The other thing is, some weird things happened while I was on the stage. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. My bad.
I take it Bonnie's your pet cat?
No, we just met. We bumped into each other right after I slipped away.
So, did you hear about the weird deal involving Scarlet from Niji Sanji? How she got harassed literally for just buying cake at a Starbucks? And you've already named her?
Well, it'd be kind of difficult for us to communicate otherwise. Besides, I think she's taken a liking to the name. Haven't you, Bonnie? Yeah, that's right. Good kitty. We'll go find your owner soon, I promise.
Is that not just fucking ridiculous? Dude, I swear the internet fucking sucks, dude. God, I mean, imagine being an actually, like, popular streamer. I mean, having to deal with shit like that all the time. Fuck. Owner? Not a stray cat, then?
Nope. She's wearing a collar, and for the most part, she's pretty well groomed. If she is a stray, she hasn't been for long. Her stomach's been growling a lot. I guess she must have been missing for a few days now. As much as I'd love to hang out with her for a while longer, her owner's probably worried sick about her. Assuming she has an owner, that is. But the reception... I should probably show my face there again at some point, even if it's just to make excuses and leave again. Decision time.
Is this a tough decision for you?
Well, I just find it exhausting, thinking through all the different ramifications of different choices and so on. That's more Lenny's area than mine. So, unless it's something really important, I usually just leave the decision-making to him.
But for once, he's not here when you need him. Bet that doesn't happen often.
It's fine. He got Ferminate to make me a little something for just this situation. Poof! A photometer.
Huh. That's kind of cool, I guess. What's this?
It looks pretty over the top, I know, but it's essentially just a box of cards. He kept the design simple, so it'd be harder to break. The way it works is, I pick a card at random, then look at the number on the card.
And how does that help you make a decision?
Well, for example, if the number on the card is 5 or higher, I help Bonnie find her owner. If it's less than 5, I go back to the reception.
Simple and straightforward.
I just have to believe in the bond between me and my cards, and my fate will reveal itself to me in numerical form. At least, that's what Lenny said. Anyway, I guess I'll give you a demonstration. Huh, I didn't like that. Was I using it wrong? Maybe if I just... Clearly, there's some design flaws to iron out. I'll have to let Fremine know.
I feel like maybe this wasn't a design issue.
Let's see... which card did I get? 4.
Less than 5, so that means no helping Bonnie.
Well, the cards fell on the ground though, so I don't think it counts as fate. If you want to get the right answer, you have to let fate decide. Also something Linny said. So, to put it another way, if picking a card up off the ground is how to not leave it to fate, then that means it must be the wrong answer.
I think what Linny really meant is sometimes you have to accept the answer you didn't want.
Or why don't you pick a card? Since I ran into you here, that means our fates are, like, interfering with each other.
Okay. Alright, I'll pick another card for you.
Thank you. This one is final, I promise. Here, take the Fateometer. If it's 5 or above, that means fate successfully changed. Anything lower than 5 is a fail. Also, if you have your own thoughts about what I should do, feel free to share it. Now that I've got a good problem solver here to help, I don't need to run every little thing by fate.
How about you do neither? I think you should head back to the drinks reception.
Back to the drinks reception.
I mean, clearly you don't want to go. You could just...
Nope, I said it was your decision. I'm not gonna waste any more energy dragging my feet. Besides, the drinks reception is technically part of the job as an official publicity event. So, if I bail on it...
You'll feel guilty inside?
I might get sued for breach of contract, and that would be a huge pain in the butt. One other thing. Do you want to come with me? If you're free, I mean.
Hopefully that will make it more bearable.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
We got a Fateometer. Damn, that already filled up 3 of these? Man, we might not be spending very long in this game tonight. Deceptive. Okay, so let's just see how this actually works. 11. Wait, so like, how high do the numbers go? Wait, what? The hell is that? Is that a 9? I guess it was. Now we got a 20. $16? I don't know, some of these numbers look weird. Here's that weird one again. 18. Okay, I think 20 is the highest. That's what it looks like. Okay.
There you are, Lynette! Where did you disappear to? Leone and I have been looking everywhere for you. Wait, where did you get the cat?
Twins?
I found her outside. Do either of you happen to recognize her?
I don't think so. Could belong to one of the guests, I suppose.
Fair enough. It was a long shot.
so sorry we couldn't help you, Lynette.
Don't worry. We'll ask around for you. Leone's probably just being forgetful.
Maybe you could leave her with us. We'll take her to the reception desk and see if they know anything. And if not, we'll just keep looking.
Sure. I would help, but I'm a little preoccupied. Sorry to dump this on you.
It's no trouble at all. We're happy to help however we can.
Also, if it's no trouble, I mean, could we maybe get an autograph? And maybe a photo too?
Leone! You can't spring that on her now. Not while she's working. At least wait until the event's finished. One last thing, Lynette. Director Mary is looking for you. We'll take the cat to the front desk now. See you later.
You're so popular.
I'm not usually required at these kinds of events, so I don't even have an event mode. Alright, guess I'd better go see the director.
Spectacular choreography, a masterpiece of mise-en-scène, and the performance, oh my, groundbreaking, dripping with, je ne sais quoi. My congratulations on another magnificent show, sir.
Yes, I for one was particularly captivated by the clearly allegorical narrative undertones. The Lost Puppet shines a spotlight on the impact of technological advances in our modern society, particularly as they relate to changing modes of emotional expression and the challenge of mutual intelligibility. Such a pioneering work, so far ahead of its time, a tour de force of avant-garde theater.
I can already see the headlines of tomorrow's newspapers. They will certainly be singing your praise, Director Mariyu.
But it was a group effort, of course. To convey emotions in a silent show with no facial expressions, the entire cast had to go above and beyond. Everyone truly outdid themselves.
Speaking of the cast, Jillian, another strong performance from you in Director Mariyu's latest show, as of course we've all come to expect from your numerous successful collaborations to date.
That's quite an overstatement. I've only ever played supporting roles.
On that point, you stated a few months ago in an interview that you were looking to secure a leading role in your next show. What led you to the decision to stay in a supporting role this time around?
We had a discussion about this, and while Lynette hadn't previously performed in an acting role, we were blown away by her talent, and she was a perfect fit for this character. Quite simply, this was the role she was born to play.
Exactly. I was honored to share the stage with her. Lynette worked extremely hard in all of the rehearsals, and she's an incredibly talented actress.
Oh, Lynette's back!
Hey, Lynette, where have you been?
Were you in standby mode? Some reports say you switched that state to recharge after a show.
Ah, method acting, of course. Such a compelling portrayal of a mechanical puppet could only be achieved by an actor who lives and breathes their role even while offstage.
The new epic 4-star event weapon? I mean, we haven't got any events yet for 4.5.
Those seemingly stilted movements were in fact an inspired portrayal of the character. The ostensibly bad acting, in reality, was the product of supreme acting skill.
Oh, I went outside and there was this cat there, so I played with the cat for a bit.
A cat? We've long heard that you are a kind soul, as well as an incredible actress. No wonder your debut performance has garnered such popularity.
This show looks on track to break box office records for avant-garde theater. Lynette, any words for the fans?
Not really, no.
I believe Lynette is trying to say that the act of performance itself is the actor's true means of connecting with their fans.
Oh, I see. Lynette, any comments?
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
But don't you want the fans to know how you're feeling right now after the hugely successful opening of your first ever show?
That's true.
I'm sure the fans would love to learn a bit more about you too.
How interesting.
Observe Lynette to see how she's doing. Okay, random checks triggered by Fatometer. Wait, so we're turning Genshin Impact into D&D now? Well, there we go. Lynette's voice was so deadpan during the interview, she sounded like an auto-reply bot. Hold on, Lynette has only just finished performing. She needs to recharge.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry. How rude of me.
Huh? Wait, you're the traveler who's been in the news. Did you come to see the show?
Wow, are you a fan of Lynette too? Do you have any comments on her first performance?
Bro, do the reporters literally just question any random fan? Are you alright?
Yeah, it's just... Turns out, even with you here to share the load, I can't cope with this stuff, even in Tea Party mode.
Tea Party mode?
It's a power-saving mode for participating in conversation at tea parties. Normally, I can get through an entire conversation just with, oh, that's true, and how interesting. But at a tea party, I'm not normally subjected to a constant stream of questions. The energy consumption of that interview just now was 3 times as much as the average tea party.
It's a big adjustment. Give it some time.
I think I'd rather pray that I never have to do it again.
Lynette, Director Mariu would like you to join the group photo to commemorate the successful opening of the show.
A group photo?
It's just the members of the troupe, along with Maloney and Corentin. Everyone's waiting for you.
Alright then. See you in a minute.
3, 2, 1, smile.
My thanks to each and every one of you here for your help in making The Lost Puppet a success. The group photo is already being printed as I speak. You can collect your copy from the first floor after the drinks reception concludes. May it serve as a reminder of this fabulous performance every time you see it.
Mariu! Get over here. Let's have another drink. There's a few things I need you to glance over for me.
Wait, that means the reception still isn't over?
I thought the group photo was the final hurdle. Well, at least there's no more people hounding me with questions. I just need to find somewhere to switch to standby mode, and the time will fly by. I hope.
So someone was asking about The uh 4-star event weapon. Let me see. Was that in this deal here? I do, yeah, it looks like that first thing there in the rewards is a weapon. It says, blah, blah, blah. When you reach a designated amount of total shop earnings, you can obtain dialogues of the desert sages. Is that the name of the new weapon? Yep. Dialogues of the desert sages. Yeah, dude. So, yeah. The event for that starts in 2 days, so.
I created another universe. In fact,
Wait, where? Oh.
Hotel de Bour's Ile Flottante is as wonderfully sweet as ever.
Verena? You managed to get an invite to the drinks reception too?
Traveler? Lynette? Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean, managed to get an invite? I'm an expert in the dramatic arts. Of course I was invited. Naturally, people wanted to hear my comments on the emerging art form that is the masked mime show.
So then, what did you think?
Remarkable, and a very worthwhile artistic endeavor, exploring a character with no lines or facial expressions who can only communicate how they feel through their movement. Your performance was beyond anything I could have imagined, Lynette. Clearly, this was a very suitable role for you indeed.
If you listen closely, you can hear some small noise coming from the back corner.
Hmm? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Please go on. Oh, basically, I think I'd give it a positive review overall, just not as gushing as the crowd downstairs. So, you thought they were pretty over the top too? In fairness, it's normal to bring along some vocal supporters for publicity when a new show opens, but still, this was something else. Then again, I'm no specialist in avant-garde theater. Maybe I'm just not well acquainted with their review criteria. Or maybe it's because I came to the show with some preconceived expectations. I did happen to see the original draft of Mariu's script a while back. What original draft? Oh? He didn't show it to you? It must have been a few months ago. He came to me to get some advice from an experienced performer's perspective, and then asked if I could write a few reviews of his new play. I had a lot on my plate at the time, so I had to turn him down. I only skimmed a few sections, but they seemed quite different from the final version. I can't say I remember the plot, but I don't know. The protagonist just seemed more complex, I guess. Especially in the last 2 scenes. Still a mechanical puppet on the outside, of course, but she seemed to have more emotional depth on the inside. Emotional depth? Oh, I'm just thinking aloud here. Don't take it to heart. Besides, a script and a play are 2 very different beasts. There are so many fine details to consider when turning a story into a stage production, more than most people could imagine. Especially with a novel art form like a masked mime show.
I'm sure Maryu had his reasons for the changes he made. Change of topic. I see you've escaped the crowds to seek refuge on the second floor. Fame can be overwhelming at first, can't it? Perhaps you'd benefit from hearing about the experiences of a veteran celebrity such as myself.
No thanks, I'm good. Pretty sure this will be my first and last time in this situation.
Hey, at least let me finish. I have top tips on dealing with belligerent reporters, slipping away to hunt down snacks during the intermission.
Tell me everything.
First, take a seat, mon ami. We must partake of Hotel de Boer's fine desserts as we talk, lest they go to waste.
That was very educational.
Educational isn't the word I'd use. They didn't mention acting once in the whole conversation.
I expect most of the people downstairs have left by now. Time to grab my copy of the group photo and get home.
Alright, well, we filled up our encounter points for the day. Dang, didn't even make it through a single ending and we already filled up the encounter points.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Okay, hold on, let me see how many. Okay, she has 5 endings, so. Okay, well, I guess let's go ahead and
Ad Astra.
switch to Chaos Head now. Gotta go to eat breakfast. Alright, Chen, see you later. Let's see. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Chaos Head came right up. I don't know, for a while now, it's taken like a whole minute. You have to like sit there and wait before it actually comes up. I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright. Hey. What's wrong with this thing? Fit to screen, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what happened last time on Chaos Head Noah. So after after Takumi and Senna left the Nozomi building, there was an explosion, and Senna's father stayed behind at the building, so he is presumably dead at this point, because the building basically got completely destroyed after the explosion. So Takumi and Senna went ahead to the locker where they were supposed to pick up the cheat code, and whatever Senna's thing was that's supposed to bring her family back to life. And what they found in the locker was a baby. Senna held the baby in her arms. And then Sua showed up and shot both the baby and Takumi. He was trying to shoot Senna, but Takumi got in the way and took the bullets himself. And then Takumi was like begging Senna to kill the baby because he thought that killing the baby would unlock the cheat code, and then he would be saved from possibly dying from the gunshots. But Senna refused. She does not want to kill the baby. So Takumi and Senna are now heading somewhere I can't even remember at this point. Ox, hey, what's up? Ox is actually better at remembering what happened last time than I am, so maybe he knows. Ox, do you remember where Takumi and Senna are heading after their encounter with Sua? In fact, I don't even remember, like, why did Sua just let them go? Like, I can't even remember that much. Mommy Senna. Wait, Remy? That's right, Remy was the... Wait, what did Remy do? See? What the fuck? Why am I so bad at remembering this shit now? Yeah, okay, yeah, Remy, that's right. Remy showed up at the last second and cut off Sua's hand so he couldn't shoot Takumi or Senna anymore. But then they like ran off, and they had some destination in mind, but I can't remember where they were trying to go. I guess we'll find out here in just a sec. Alright, we arrived above ground. I was leaving a trail of blood behind me. I'd lost a lot of blood. At first, the wounds had felt so hot, but now they were so cold. No matter how hard I tried to keep control, my body shivered horribly. My teeth were chattering. That's alright, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll get caught up here in just a little bit. I looked up and saw a planetarium in front of me. There was something strange about it. Okay, so they're going to... I think they're going to try and destroy Noah 2 now. Even though they haven't activated the cheat code, so I don't know why they... I don't know. The other buildings around it had collapsed or had huge cracks spreading through them. The planetarium building, however, was completely unharmed. That building had been torn down years ago, I thought. Why was it still here? Why had I never wondered about the fact that it was here? Was it someone's gigalomaniac power? Or Noah 2? Either way, it must have been because of the cheat code that I noticed. All that was left was to activate the cheat and destroy the planetarium. Senna couldn't keep me up anymore. I fell to the ground.
セーナ、チート使うんだ。
It hurt to even talk. Senna's eyes were going between me and the baby. She was shaking her head softly and shivering. No, my eyes are going blurry. Without the cheat code, I'll die.
日常、しっかりしろ。
You're a cheat code skeptic. Yeah.
こんなのって死なないで。お願いだから。なあ、日常。世界は天気仕掛けなんかじゃないんだ。私はただ思い込みたかっただけ。母さんと妹を見殺しにしかできなかった自分が許せなくて、気持ち悪いと吐いてしまった自分が許せなくて。二人が死んだのも、父さんがあんなことしたのも、全部信じたくなくて、感情だって捨て去りたくて。だけどダメなんだ。どうやったって父さんを憎んでしまうし、母さんや妹の死んだことが悲しいし、自分が許せないし。この子死なせたくないんだ。
Damn it. Senna was useless. I'd have to do it myself. I reached my head out toward the bloody baby Senna was holding.
貸して、それを。
But Senna refused to let go.
ダメだ、日常、やめろ。
もう死んでるよ。
Senna gasped, realizing I was right. I yanked the baby from her hands. How was her dad responsible for their deaths? Because her dad was an employee of Nozomi, and so he was like performing experiments for them, trying to, for the Noah 2 project, and he volunteered his own wife and one of his daughters to participate in the experiment, which involved I'm trying to remember now. I don't know. I remember it was like his daughter died during the experiment, I think, and then in order to keep the experiment going, I think they made it so that the daughter appeared to still be alive to Senna's mother, and then Senna's mother went on for like, I don't know, 2 years or something after her daughter's death, thinking that she was still alive. And then when the experiment finally ended, she saw her daughter for what she really was at that point, which was like a rotting corpse. And so basically her mother like completely like lost her fucking mind at that point, and then I think she died shortly after that. So yeah, her father was responsible for the experiment that killed both his wife and their daughter. So I ignored her sobs and held the baby in my arms. Come on, cheat code. Give me power. And then a pale light, a strange color. A glowing sword was lying at my feet. The D-sword. I forgot the pain as I reached down to pick it up. It was huge, but shockingly light, like holding air. I was sure of it. This was the real thing. It wasn't a toy. Way to go, cheat code. I'd worked so hard to get a D-sword and failed, and now here it was in my hands. I used what little strength I had left to stand up. My wounds hadn't healed, but now I was invincible. I could cure myself in an instant. There was nothing to fear. With Senna currently useless, I'd destroy Noah 2 myself. I could feel the power welling up inside my body. It felt like I could do anything I wanted to. I had a power that rivaled God. I swung the sword. I was aiming for the planetarium, which was eerily lit up. A gunshot. Blood spurted out from my chest. And then, incredible pain. For a moment, I stopped breathing. My vision blacked out. I could feel something awful deep in my throat, and when I coughed, I could taste blood in my mouth. Had the man shot me again? Hadn't Remy been holding him off? I looked around, and then I gasped. There were so many people there. They were surrounding Senna and I. They all had the same dead eyes. They all had guns in their hands. They were all aiming at me. And all of them were whispering something.
信仰の救いあれ。信仰の救いあれ。
信仰の救いあれ。信仰の救いあれ。信仰の救いあれ。信仰の救いあれ。
セナ先生。
They all fired at once. The bullets tore through my body, ripping my flesh and severing my bones. The impact hit me hard and blew me off my feet. I danced like a puppet. The pain hit my mind directly and made me almost pass out.
Oh, no.
But I stayed standing. I had the D-sword held high with one hand. I'll destroy you, I prayed. I'll destroy Noah too. No matter how much of a mess I am, I won't die. I can't die. I brought down the sword. A red arc of light shot out from it. There was a flash in the night sky. It shot out toward the dome, a blade of light tearing through the darkness. It headed straight for the planetarium and was repelled by an unseen power.
嘘でしょ。
It was like there was an invisible wall between it and me. The light from the D-sword was deflected and disappeared. Silence. The ones who'd shot at me, Senna, myself, all of us were watching in shock. Even the cheat code wasn't good enough? Was it impossible to destroy Noah too? One more shot. I couldn't let it end here. I spat up blood. The sweat was getting in my eyes. I barely felt any pain. I was losing feeling in my whole body. Maybe my nerves were paralyzed. One more shot. I'm strong. The strongest. I've got the cheat code. So just one more shot. I raised the sword.
信仰の救いあれ
A scream and another gunshot.
西田
Senna threw herself on top of me. This time, it was her turn to save me.
セナ。
私も手伝うよ
Senna held my bloody body tightly. She clenched my hand, the one that was holding the D-sword. Senna's body was so warm, it almost felt hot. It must have been the heat of her blood. That last bullet had pierced her body. This was the heat of the blood pouring from her beating heart.
お前の覚悟ちゃんと分かったから壊そうその子のためにも壊そう二人で力を合わせてお前だけ死なせないお前だけ無茶させない私とお前は運命共同体だずっと一緒だ死ぬ時も戦う時も一緒だもうこんな悲しみの連鎖は止めよう復活とかそんなのどうでもいい自然の摂理に反することはするべきじゃない私はただもう憎しみも悲し しみも見たくないんだ。こんな世界を見たくないんだ。お前が傷つくのを見たくないんだ。だから一緒に壊そう。あの全ての元凶を。
Senna's voice echoed in my fading mind. Had she finally recovered? She was crying so much. She was covered in blood after getting hurt defending a creepy otaku like me. Both Senna and I were covered in blood, but I could feel Senna's warmth. I could hear Senna's voice. We held the D-sword high together. I could still hear the gunshots around us. But it was too late. The power was welling up inside me, stronger than before. I could feel the powerful pulsing of Senna's life. I destroyed the device whose power rivaled God, using the power of God. This time, it would work.
行くぞ、西条。
I nodded, and Senna and I... brought down the sword with all our strength. There was a powerful flash of light. A flash of light that ripped apart the whole world. A red light that split the night in two. A red blade that seemed as if it might reach all the way to the moon itself. It annihilated everything it touched. The planetarium burned to ash, along with its unseen wall. The impact and wind were incredible. I thought they'd rip me apart. The people around us were being blown away. But still, Senna and I supported each other's bodies. We held the baby tight, protecting it. And we used every bit of power we had. I wasn't thinking at all about what came next. With the cheat code, I could heal my wounds. All I needed to focus on now was destroying Noah 2. I kept pouring all my power into it, letting it burst forth. The sound disappeared. The light vanished. Senna and I were standing there. Silently in the middle of the dead, ruined city. Senna was clinging to me, and I was leaning up against her. We were holding the bloody baby between us. I couldn't move another step. I couldn't move an inch. I didn't have the strength left.
もういいんだ。悲しいけど、もういいんだ。死んだ人を生き返らせるのなんてエゴでしかないから。チートコードは返そう。
I agreed, and we were alive. We had to live our lives for the sake of those who had died.
ごめん。
Senna softly held the bloody baby.
ごめん。死なせてしまって。ごめん。
Senna sure was crying a lot today. But she was a lot prettier now than she was when she was mad at everybody all the time. And her tears were beautiful too. I thought about that as I looked up at the night sky. Did it have to die? Do you mean like, is there a choice that would have made it so the baby lived? I highly doubt that. Just theoretically. Oh. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, these character routes are not terribly long. A lot of visual novels I've played, character routes are longer than the ones in this visual novel.
エラーはすべて消滅。ノア2と野呂瀬源一の消去も確認したわ。
Oh, I guess we're not done yet. We got some more here.
オリジナルの西条匠は確保済み。虫の息だけどね。コピーの西条匠および畑野瀬名は予定通り任務を実行後、共に死んだわ。今後も引き続き調査は続行するけど、おそらく畑野瀬名も西条匠もエラーは生み出さなかったんでしょ。
Well, fuck. Couldn't they have at least used the cheat code to heal themselves before they gave it back or whatever? Bro, what the fuck?
それでいいんじゃない？私の仕事も減ったことだし。あ、そうそう。ついでに周りをうろちょろしてた天聖信仰会の信者連中も処分しといたから。
I don't know who this is talking here.
先畑リミンには逃げられたみたいだけど、まあ、脅威にはならないでしょ。世界人間牧場計画の予定には若干の修正が必要ね。でも、今回の一連のエラーは計画へと利用を還元できると判断するわ。結果的には300人委員会に何らの不利益も生じない。
So this is somebody from the committee of 300?
了解。 デバッガード任務は終了します。以後、監視者の役割に戻るわ。あら、この子、生きてるわね。エラーになっちゃうわ。二人が命を与えたのかしら。
So the baby lived?
見なかったことにしますか。私は独身だし、子供はちょっと苦手なんだけど。ミルクは手に入るかしらね。この渋谷で。
Okay. Do Ex Machina ending. Alright, we got 4 of the 9 endings now. Oh, whoops. What about the other Gigalomaniac girls? Well, they have their own roots, apparently. So, man, have y'all seen all this shit? Like, this is something that like a lot of streamers have been like covering lately, which is the was it Sweet Baby Inc. The group that like does stuff for video games. Have you heard about that? Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking annoying, dude. Because like I can tell you right now, okay, Zane doesn't know. It's what the streamers are saying about Sweet Baby Inc. is that they're like this corrupt group who like they claim takes the artistic value out of video games, and they make it and generally they just make video games worse. Like their involvement in any video games just make them worse. And they claim that this part of it is actually true. The part where basically what's their Sweet Baby Inc. is kind of like consultants that help video game writers create like a story that's, I guess, inclusive for minority groups and stuff, and just kind of make things more I guess culturally sensitive. Um, they basically they're like a woke group, as they like to call them. Um, but actually, the whole sweet baby thing is actually just a nothing burger. Um, like the thing is, like, none of these streamers or anybody talking shit about Sweet Baby actually have any overblown, to say the very least. Like it truly is a nothing burger. Like these streamers claiming that Sweet Baby is like ruining video games and shit have absolutely no proof, no concrete evidence of anything that Sweet Baby has done to actually make a game worse. Like, I think it started out as like somebody just like noticed that a bunch of the games that have come out lately that were getting like bad reviews were curated by Sweet Baby Inc. And so it's that whole like yeah. So I mean, it has to be Sweet Baby Inc.'s fault that all the games lately have gotten like bad reviews, right? Gay Nekopara? Wait, you mean like the Nekopara or like a different Nekopara? Because I don't know of any other Nekopara besides Nekopara. um, but anyway, so basically, um, there, this whole thing actually started out in 4chan, and so I mean, I think 4chan started the whole Gamergate thing originally. Um, oh, so it's like reverse Nekopara, where like it's a bunch of like cat guys and a female protagonist. Okay. Well, anyway, you're going off topic here. So, um, so basically, if you come across any of this Sweet Baby Inc. shit on YouTube, just like don't even bother listening to it because it's all bullshit. Like, um, it's it's basically just a bunch of right wingers trying to start another culture war, because you know they have to devote like so much of their lives towards bashing leftist ideology. Um, so yeah, they gotta like they found a scapegoat to like blame all of video games problems on, which is this woke company called Sweet Baby Inc. Even though they have, like I said, have absolutely no concrete evidence of anything that Sweet Baby Inc. has actually done to the scripts of these video games. And it's a real shame too, because it's like so many of these fucking YouTubers like buy into this shit, and it's like fucking Asmongold, man. They're just like they're just suckers that get like um they just get duped by this bullshit. Um So, just boring, weird VN LARP. Don't like that whole sector. Stars at April Fool's Day? Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Well, dude, I mean, I was watching like people like Rev and Hero Hey and stuff because of their coverage of like VTuber stuff. And usually I agreed with them on stuff when it came to like their coverage of VTubers, but like but yeah, like lately they've just like completely gone off on this Sweet Baby Inc shit. And that's like all they fucking talk about now. And it's just really annoying cuz it's like they just don't even give any kind of actual evidence for anything that they're saying. They talk in like these very vague generalizations and it's just it's really dumb. So yeah, that's my spiel on that. Just like yeah, any YouTubers covering covering Sweet Baby Inc, just like skip over that shit. Don't even bother listening to it. Anyway. Shall we try to get on another route now? Got another half an hour here before I get off, so I think I guess we can just load which one is it? Trying to remember. I think it's just after this, isn't it? So you just skip through this deal. Whoops. And then it should give me the of that little ooh-ah! Oh. Okay, my bad. I was thinking. Okay. So we should get the wait. When does the Yua thing come up? I thought. Wait, who are you talking about exactly when you say transvestite commentary? Wait, commentary VTubers or just YouTubers in general? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, I think you're talking about that Rev dude. Yeah, Rev has a female, yeah, VTuber model. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that, dude. When you're like, okay, I must have missed the flag here, because maybe I do need to. Hold on. I'm gonna have to like start over, I guess, because here we'll just start.
視線が空。誰もいない。誰も動いていない。体が動かない。僕の
You
名
see
前は
another
西
ones?
条匠。
Um,
17歳。
wait, I'm
水
trying
明
to
学園
remember.
2年。片付けろよな。誰だよ散らかしっぱなしにしたのは。って僕か。
There might be another one. I'm trying to think. Do you know what's going on? Oh, we're going for the Yua route next. So I thought if you just skip through this... Okay, yeah. I don't know why this didn't happen last time. Okay, let's just go ahead and save it here. And oh, wait. I had a save here. I think this is the same thing. Oh well, whatever. We'll just yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this part right here, this is to get the Yua route. So we'll just keep doing this until I get the achievement that says that I've unlocked the Yua route. So what's up with her sister? You mean Nanami? I'm hallucinating. No. Whoever did this. Yes. Taunting me. I think no. I want to erase it now. Yes. Nope. I don't think we got it. She had a twin sister? Oh, you're talking about Yua. Yeah, she has her, her, whatever, her twin, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna keep trying this over and over till we get hallucinating. Whoever did this. At the school, they're taunting me. Okay, no, that wasn't it either. Okay. Shoot. Maybe Oh my gosh, okay. This one is weird. What is the third melt? It's just a event that knows, well, I guess the committee of 300 triggers as part of, I guess they're like testing Noah 2 or whatever. Okay, I said yes on it's just a coincidence. Okay. They're taunting me. Oh, man. Bruh. Remy thought Taku triggered it? She did? I don't remember that. Okay. God dang, I've already tried like half of the possible combinations for this now. Shit. Imagine that's the only ending where Taku loses his virginity. Here, I'm just gonna go yes, 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 yes. All of them, yes. See what happens. Okay, won that. Let's try all no's now. Gosh, now I can't remember what the combinations I've tried are. Well, I mean, there's 32 different combinations, so... I mean, eventually we're gonna get it. Okay, that was it. 2 no's and 3 yeses, apparently. Okay, now we got it. We are on the Yua route now. Misumi walked up to me and grabbed me by the shoulders to shake me.
聞いてる？おい、タク。
Every word in that phrase was commonly used. It was just some stupid scribbling. I tried to tell myself that, but I started to feel really creeped out. In the end, I quickly erased them, hoping that nobody was watching me. Shibuya Station in the early morning has a very different face than it does during the day. There were very few teenagers. It was mostly company men and women in suits, packing the train cars full as they headed from the station to their destinations. Somehow they seemed slow with exhaustion and in a hurry all at once. The students looked the same way. But there weren't that many Suimei Academy students around. To get to Suimei from this station, you had to walk for at least 20 minutes. You had to climb up Dogenzaka Hill, too. Most Suimei students who used the trains got off at Shinsen Station, the station nearest the school. Yua Kusunoki, however, always chose to walk to school from Shibuya Station. She had to wake up a little early to do it, but she didn't mind. Shibuya Station was jam-packed with people, but once you went up Dogenzaka Hill, there weren't nearly as many pedestrians. Yua enjoyed walking in the fresh morning air. She also liked to watch the news on the big televisions outside Shibuya Station. This morning, like always, she was looking up at the big O-front TV as she waited for the signal to change. She gasped, shocked. Text ran from right to left across the bottom of the screen. When she read the text "Third New Generation Case," the first thing she thought of was a boy's face. She'd never met the boy, never talked to him. She'd just seen his face yesterday morning, but that was more than enough for her to be sure that he was behind the New Gen killings. She could remember what happened clearly. It was at 7 a.m. on the previous day inside Suimei Academy's school building. No one else had arrived at school yet, and Yua was hurrying through the empty hallways. She had a stern look on her face, and her eyes were locked dead ahead. There was no hesitation in her stride. She stopped in front of a classroom. The cafe hasn't happened yet? No, it hasn't. Outside of it was a sign reading 2C. She looked up at it once and went inside without even pausing for a moment. It wasn't her class. She was a third-year student, and normally, she'd have no reason to go inside this classroom. Normally, yes. But today, she had a reason. She slowly looked around the empty room and then headed to the blackboard. She looked at the red, yellow, and white pieces of chalk for a moment, before settling on a brand new piece of white chalk. Okay. I think I already see where this is going. She's the one who wrote the "Whose eyes are those" on the blackboard. Then she began to write something on the blackboard, taking care to make her handwriting look a little worse than it actually was. She whispered the words she'd written aloud. She set the chalk down and glanced around the classroom again. She whispered to no one in particular.
もしも慌てて消そうとするなら、それはつまり。
She spoke softly, even though the classroom was empty.
あなたが殺したっていう証拠よ。隠れて見ているから。私は見ているから。あなたは私の顔なんて全く知らないだろうけど、私は知ってるわ。知ってるの。あなたの顔を知ってる。だから私はあなたを見ている。
She talks kinda weird.
黒板に書かれたこの文を見て、あなたがどんな態度を取るのか、ちゃんと見ておくから。ね、西條匠くん。
She's crazier than Taku. She bit tightly down on her lip. After that, she killed time on the roof until it was time for the students of 2C to come to school. 10 minutes before homeroom, she went to the locker in front of class 2C and watched carefully to see if anyone reacted to the whose eyes are those that she'd written. And just as she expected, she saw a boy with a frightened look on his face, trying desperately to erase the words. She confirmed later that it was, in fact, Takumi Nishijo.
私は知ってるわ。知ってるの。あなたよ。あなたしかいない。
Her whispers were drowned out by an electronic sound that had been modeled after the chirping of pigeons. The crosswalk lights at Scramble Crossing had turned green. The waves of people began to surge forward once more. But Yua just stood there, unconcerned with the traffic she was blocking, looking up at the text on the huge TV above her. Oh, yeah, we went.
コーラしかないじゃん。ミルクティーとか用意しといてよ。
Okay, well, apparently Donald Trump just officially clinched the Republican nomination. So that means it's officially gonna be Biden and Trump in the general election, along with the independent candidates, of course. Uh, Ooh, predictions on Trump Vice? I really don't know. I haven't read anything that even tries to guess who that's gonna be. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is new here. I'm just hoping it's not somebody like, I don't know, like fucking Stephen Miller or some shit like that. Um, yeah, I don't think he's gonna pick Pence again. I mean, Pence and the Trump cult had too big of a falling out, I think, I don't think even if Trump wanted Pence to be his running mate again, Pence would do it. All right, Yua Kusunoki had a twin sister, one born right after her. But she died a month ago. It was suicide. A twin sister was, in a lot of ways, a part of yourself. The two of them were far closer than most siblings. She meant everything to Yua, and when she died, it was like losing half of herself. When she heard the news, she'd cried and cried. She'd laid down on the bed in her younger sister's room, looking for any trace of the girl who'd lived there just the day before. Why does it seem like I've seen this poster here on the right side of the screen before? Was that like in Steins Gate or something? I don't know. Why did she die? Yua couldn't come up with a single reason. It wasn't suicide. Her sister would never do that. Somebody had killed her. As her sadness deepened, she became more and more sure of it. Maybe there was a message from her sister somewhere that she hadn't noticed? Feeling a little guilty, she began to look through her sister's things. She found a diary, and in it were the words, "Whose eyes are those?" Well, yeah, because you haven't seen. I mean, yeah, I don't think y'all have seen Steins Gate, right? I don't know. I could just be crazy, but okay. Speaking of crazy, Yua's sister is like the guy in The Shining, just writing the same fucking thing over and over again. It was an SOS from her sister. It had to be, but she had no idea what it meant. In desperation, she decided to search for it on the internet. That led her to something. The National Elementary School Essay Contest. It was something the Ministry of Culture had held 6 years ago. The winning essay was titled, "Whose Eyes Are Those?" The author's name was written on the page, too. Takumi Nishijo. He would have been in 5th grade at the time. Well, you saw me play Steins Gate Zero. You didn't see me play the original Steins Gate. But she couldn't imagine what the relationship between her sister and this Takumi Nishijo was. It seemed to be a dead end. Her chance to investigate further came suddenly. Yua would always pass by Shoto Park on her way to school. Twice a week or so, she'd see a lonely-looking boy eating a pastry while sitting on a park bench. As she looked at him sitting there forlorn, for some reason, he began to intrigue her. One day, she was going to school alongside a classmate she happened to run into at the station, and saw him on the bench in his usual spot. When her classmate saw her interest in him, this is what she said.
あいつ、2年の西条っていう子らしいよ。弟が同じクラスでさ、引きこもりのキモオタなんだって。クスノキ、あんなやつに興味持つのやめときなよ。
Figures. Nishijo. Nishijo was a very unusual name. This couldn't be a coincidence. Yua quickly got her hands on a student roster for the second-year classes. She found what she was looking for. That name, Takumi Nishijo. But there was still a chance that it might be a different person who just happened to have the same name. So Yua decided to test him. Whose eyes are those? When she wrote those words on the blackboard, he seemed to panic. And it was right after that when the crucified killing occurred, and someone on the net leaked a witness statement that a Suime Academy student had been seen running from the scene. Yua was sure of it now. There was something suspicious about Takumi Nishijo. He might have been the one who killed her sister. Yep. All right, guys. It is 11 o'clock, so it's time for me to get going and get ready for bed. So, we will continue. Well, okay, I guess I shouldn't say that yet. We will, we'll do Genshin Impact again tomorrow. And depending on if Zane shows up or not, we'll do either the Lenny Hangout event. We'll continue that, or we'll start the Chiori story quest. So so yeah, and then of course once I get all the encounter points or whatever they're called for the day, we'll switch back to Chaos Head and continue that. So yeah. You like the hangout events? Yeah. Well, you came on this stream like right after I finished playing one of the hangout events. So you missed part of the Lynette hangout event, but anyway. I guess I can fill you in tomorrow if you're wanting to know what's going on. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. So have a good night.